Hey guys, Doug from Pinetree Line, and I'm here in the backcountry, just north of Sudbury, one of my favorite areas. And I don't know how much longer this area will be available to me and others, as logging is taking place in this area, and it's just beside where we are right now. So I see a lot of ribbons and markings on trees, so it looks to me like this is where they're going next, which could happen in the next year or two. It's November, the fall season, orange on, people are out hunting. We're not, we're out with the camera of course, just enjoying this time of year. We're in the season of fall that's kind of just past the colorful season. So all the leaves have pretty much dropped off of trees, and in a lot of people's eyes it's not as beautiful as the previous part of fall, the first part of fall, where things are crispy and beautiful in terms of colors. This time of year I find it beautiful because you can see throughout the woods, you can see through the trees. You're not getting those leaves, they're down on the ground. In this area, it's a more mossy area, it's a pine area. So there's not a lot of that to begin with, but it is a beautiful area just to check things out. The temperatures, believe it or not, today are about 12 or 13 degrees. We've been getting unseasonably warm temperatures here in November and October. So the winter chill hasn't happened yet. But we are waiting and expecting that to happen, as it does every year. And there's a beauty of that season as well. So in the meantime, I just like to get out and check things out. Most of the time, get the dog out, get Storm out with me. And she just loves being in the bush at any time of the year. But especially this time of year when it's not so hot. So we're out here just checking things out, checking nature out as we like to do. Normally don't necessarily bring the camera with me, but I thought I would today. The amount of garbage in the woods, and I know I've touched on this in videos in the past, but it's just unbelievable where you can find stuff and how deep in the woods you can get, and you're still finding garbage. And I think there's any trails or anything of that nature that lead to somewhere, there's going to be garbage along the way, and it's quite unfortunate. Nature has a way of taking over, reclaiming that area where the garbage is. A lot of that stuff's going to be here for 100 years before it actually dissipates into the ground and rots into the ground. So it's just unfortunate because you're seeing some beautiful things. I've looked along the way and try to find some just subtle but beautiful things in nature this time of year, and at the same time finding all this garbage everywhere. Yeah, it's a real difference, and it's unfortunate. And I would remind people, if you're out in the woods and you have some garbage, take it out with you. If you bring it in, take it out. If you have garbage you have to get rid of, bigger items, go to the dump. Like, it's not that big of a deal. If you don't have a truck and you can't get it out to the dump, you found a way to get it out here somehow, so maybe you could find a way to get to the dump. So a little bit of a rant on this November day, just noticing things that just are unsettling. And it doesn't shock me, but it always kind of surprises me, what you can find and where you can find it. It's just unfortunate. If you watched my last video, we burnt down a Hudson's Bay cabin, and there was a lot of comments about the video, and both positive and negative. And I think what people have to keep in mind is, unfortunately, the Canadian government is not going to step in and give money to what they would deem as historical. There are many Hudson's Bay outposts. A lot of them are truly forgotten and are in the woods, never to be found again, rotting, what have you. In the case of this Hudson's Bay building, it was on private property. So again, the government's not going to come in and rescue this building and consider it a heritage piece or place. We, as a family, had tried to keep it together and keep it around for many years, through generations. However, it's just getting to the point where the old timbers were rotting from the inside, and it was just going to be unsafe, and at some point it was going to start dilapidating, and perhaps somebody would get hurt or something of that nature, and that's the last thing that anybody would want. In the video, we're having fun with it. We're trying to make the best of the situation. Please don't look badly upon that. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and we were trying to make the best of a situation that nobody was really truly happy about, but it's part of life. And as I said in the video, everything goes back into the ground as ashes, including us. So I mean, it's not any different with something like this. So if you haven't seen the video, have a look down below. I'll also link the video I did the first time about the building, giving a little bit more historical perspective and how the building got to that location. So other than that, we're going to keep motoring. We're actually on the way out. And yeah, so we're just going to keep going, Storm and I, and continue our walk. She's getting a lot of exercise, so am I, so that's fantastic. But I do want to get out of here, enjoy the rest of the day. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. A lot of outdoor content, all kinds of different things, not stuck into one thing. So some videos you may like and some videos you may not, but appreciate if you at least check it out. And if it's something that interests you, fantastic, give us a thumbs up. All right, guys, until next time, take care.